Welcome to the Grand Design series for Workers and Resources Soviet Republic, and we're picking up on the 12th of March 1959, which is, I think, about 3 weeks on from the end of the last part. And if you watch that part, you'll be aware that we had a fairly low-level earthquake here, which didn't do that much damage, but what it did do is take out this substation here, which has now been rebuilt. But of course, it's given us a bit of a problem in the sense that this one building here, which wasn't completely covered, experienced a bit of a power cut for a little while. And that means that, well, how can you put it? We've lost happiness here, but hopefully that will recover. Now, the next thing that happened is quite literally within about 2 minutes of me finishing the recording, we had a second earthquake over here, which was 7.1, where the other one was a 3.6. And it did a fair amount. Well, it didn't do that much damage. It flattened a complete apartment block here. But more importantly, because the epicenter was here, and what it's actually done is taken out this sewage pumping station here, which means that we've now got a sanitation problem up here. So sewage tank overflowing, health risk. Also, to compound problems even more, is that I had a bit of a failure of my meat distribution up here as well. So at the moment, we've got no meat in this area, which is having a bit of an effect. Now, I've had a think before I started the recording, and I think the only way we can get a temporary solution until that sewage pump is built is to come into here. I'm just going to let the game run slowly. And we're going to have to buy a sewage system. I think this is probably going to be the best of the lot. The problem we're going to have is that the outfall, the only place we can drop off is right over here, where which is a kind of leftover from the thing. The other thing I want to do is get rid of this here and send you to there so we can get a second tanker into here. And I'm just going to buy a second sewage disposal, sewage cistern capacity. Now that will give me a temporary solution, but I think because we may get an earthquake in the future, I think I need a slightly more permanent resilience. So what I'm going to do is we're going to put a sewage loading unloading station here. I don't think these actually produce any pollution, but we're going to drop you in there, go underground. I think we only need a medium disposal pipe, and we'll just build that in. So if we get another earthquake that takes that pumping station out, we've got a contingency here. So that is the current situation. Now, since the end of the last video, I've done a few adjustments and kind of rethinks. One thing I have done here is I put in a line to here, because I'm kind of looking at this area of the map here, and I think we might be able to use this for something, because we got our town up over here. So I'm starting to think that this nice, because one of the problems that you're going to encounter is if we look at the advanced industries and you've got these buildings here, these really do need flat terrain to build, unless of course you do a lot of manual leveling. So I'm starting to think that given the proximity of the steel plant and all that, that we may be able to use this for, say, aircraft production or something like that. So I've put a rail line in here. I've also thought, well, we may need to distribute coal. So I've put this conveyor belt system in here to actually, you can put it so that we can distribute coal out that way. The other thing I'm also realizing is we're getting a little bit far away from our fire station. So what I'm going to do is we're going to put a small fire station in here. I think we can just put a rural fire station. I want to leave this space because we're going to need to bring workers out here. So I think we'll just tuck the fire station in there. And the other thing, because we're going to need to bring workers from here, and we built the bus stand here. Well, I don't need tourists or anything. And we're going to need to bring workers out to here. So I think what we will do is put in a bus stop there. And what that will do is provide the workers to the coal processing plants. We're going to need to, I think we're put paths in there as well. That's the one main thing we've done here. The rest of the map is going quite well, although we do need to, where is it? Where's my oil production? We are getting very close to opening up this rail distribution office. We just need to finish these lengths of track here. And then once that's done, I'm going to do quite a big rework of my rail distribution offices. The reason for that is that what I'd like to do is specialize this for the distribution of both fuel and bitumen, because bitumen's going to be a bit of an issue, because at the moment we are totally dependent on, well, 2 asphalt plants, but more importantly a single concrete plant, which is located in here. Now that's going to be a bit of a restricting factor as we spread further and further across the map. Plus the fact that the location of this concrete plant means I can't put helicopters in here. So that is going to be an issue. But I think we can fix it over time. But the idea is going to be is I will specialize this for the supply of fuel and bitumen, and then that will help us drive everything a bit further. And at the same time, I'm going to reorganize some of these other distribution offices. I am thinking about trying to come up with some way to electrify this line, but the only way I can really think about it is if I can temporarily shut down these waste disposals by using the what's up here, and then what we can do then is electrify out to here in stages, because the only other we're not really bringing, the only thing we're bringing in and out of here is materials, because this warehouse is being used as a kind of intermediate store. But that's something I need to think about in the future. Now in this part, what I want to do is work on our new area here, where I've already done quite a lot of planning. So I'll talk you through that, because if you watch the previous video, you'll be aware that I was talking about having this town self-sufficient. I still do, but I'm realizing that there will be limitations. And what I've done here is I've put a repair station in here alongside a warehouse here, because we're going to need to repair the trains here. And then I was thinking about the farms up here that we're going to need to bring fertilizer in. So I put a claw dump in here for fertilizer. And then I was thinking that we've got a lot of building out here. So what I've done is I've put an open store here, which will serve 2 roles. The first role is going to be to assist with the actual building out here. And the second role will be, that's our town up in Ollerton, the one that had no power. And then the other one is that we will need to consider the materials we're going to need to maintain our buildings, and also we're going to need to think about getting the resources in to repair our vehicles. So that's the situation. And what I want to do now is work on the what we would call the self-sufficiency side here. And the first thing I want to do is we've got a rail line out here, and I want to put a silo in. Probably I need quite a long run in and I want quite a lot of space. So I think we'll put a silo in here. How big do we want this silo to be? What I want it to do is be able to run trains. I think 3200 should be okay. No, it won't be. We're gonna have to go bigger. 5600. Yeah, that might be better. What I'm looking, it's not so much the capacity of the silo. What I'm really looking for is the number of connections that I can put in. I think if we put you, no, that's gone up one. We're going to go back to 5600. I think if we put it here, because the town's going to be over there. Yeah, I think if we're going to put you about there, like that. Now, I'm going to be a little bit extravagant with the railway, because we've got this connection here. I don't want to come across through this area, so you're going to kind of crew. This will make sense over time, because I want to bring the grain in. Let's just trim that back a bit. So we'll run. Now, I don't think I need to run the double track any further than that. So that means I can take a road off of here. We're just going to tidy this bit of road up here. I think we can make this into a solid junction like, or a junction like that. I mean, the idea is these roads are purely for communication. I'm not that worried about, I mean, we're not going to have a lot of traffic on here. The other thing I've also done is I've redone this so that I can bring the fuel down into this area as well. So what we'll be doing is delivering the fuel and liquid fertilizer there, and then the fuel for the vehicles will come down through here with this pumping station here. Anyway, so we've now got this in here. I need to work out the road system is here. We're gonna come off there. Gonna extend you a little bit like that. I'd like this come there. Now we're going to need these roads to actually build the actual silo. Now comes the fun part, because what I want to come off of here is we want to make food. Train waiting too long. We've got to try and keep our trains working. It's this guy. I'll be really glad once this is sorted and built. We got quite a major collision here with respect to the trains. Just check the signals here. Yeah, I think the problem is that these trains are blocking up this way, but we'll get there. Right, back to over here. What I want is to be able to produce food, clothes, alcohol, and meat. And it's all going to feed off of this central silo, because they all need crops. And the first thing I want to do is we're going to work with what I've done before. We're not talking about producing for the, how can you put it, for the map, although we will be planning on shipping out surpluses. The idea of this is going to be to how can you put it, to actually just feed this community and maybe another local community. I'm not sure if I'm going to put a second town out here, but I think if we put you there, you're the food factory. You produce 6 tons of food, so we can put you there. And then what I want to do is I want the rural brewery as well. Now these are pollution producers. Flip you that way. I want you coming this way. Actually, we'll put the warehouse in first. We're going to put a warehouse. I want one of a reasonable size. I think the last mistake I made last time is made the warehouse a little bit too small. That's 560. That's 320. This is the one. It was this one I used last time. I don't know. I could use this one because this could hold up to, what's it? 150 tons of fuel and 50 tons of alcohol. Yeah, I think we can go with that. There's no point getting too big, because the big problem we're going to have here is actually I think if we tilt you that way, like that. Which way is this road coming out? This road's coming out that way, because we're going to need to deliver the workforce, because this has got all the workforce is going to have to come out here by footpaths, because these buildings actually produce a little bit of pollution. This one actually produces 2.4. This actually, let me just flip this round. We're going to put the brewery out here. Maybe push you out a little bit further, like that. And then we'll put, oops, didn't mean to do that. We'll put the bakery here. Flip you around that way. Put you there. So what that means is that we can pull the crops from here directly into that. It means we don't need trucks. We can store the food in there, and then we can deliver that to our town center, which would be probably down this way in this area here. Now, going off this side, I want, let me just look. We want a similar setup to we've got here, which is linen factory using wood, Judah warehouse, where we can work on the warehouse, which can push it into there. So we need the linen factory. Now the linen factory, we can put, what I want is, actually, I need to think about something else first. Sheep pens. Actually, we could do this, couldn't we? If we take a sheep pen off of here, we're only going to need 2. That'd be more than enough. So if we put 2 sheep pens, one there, one there. Actually, if we separate them, put a small warehouse in between. No, we don't need a warehouse, do we? We need a cold store. No, we need an old cold store. Cold store. Sorry, I can't pronounce it today. Yeah, so we can put the cold store in between. Well, this could work out quite well, actually. This is unexpected. And then we can put the sheep factory. Actually, no, we're going to be producing clothes, so we don't need that. What we need is just good jolly old meat, isn't it? And we can just tilt you a little bit like that. So that would give us more than enough meat for this area here. Now, what we got to do now is I need a linen factory. Actually, if we come this way, yeah, if we get the linen factory here, right, let's get rid of you. Whoops. Whole grain bakery. Yeah, if I put you in, say, like that. Got a linen factory there. Now, what we do need to do is we've got crops coming from there to there. What we need now is a open store, sorry, not open hole. I'm actually going to get a medium open store, because what I'd like to do is, actually, if we push it that way, actually that's the wrong way round. Just demolish that. Back to the view that way. Yeah, that's better. We're going to push you out as far as we can that way. Actually, is that right? No. Put it that way. I push you. Actually, if I bring you out like that, I think I'm gonna have to put a warehouse between, like I've done before. So we'll put you there like that, and then we'll put the open store in, because we could make some. Let me just look at back over here again with the setup. This was a small one. This carries 330 tons. I think we function well enough with a small. Yeah, I think we can use a small one. I don't think I need to get big, because we're not going to be shipping out any major bits and pieces. So I'm going to put a small, medium. Actually, if we put you there. No, I want this. We'll put you about there. Like that. Yeah, we'll put you. We'll put you there. Like that. That would give you this connection. And then what we can do is put the logging camp over here, which means we need the heating plant. Heating. Heating plant. Now, this town isn't going to be that big. So, again, I want to kind of push you out as far as I can with the factory connection. So, we could get you out about as far as you're going to get, isn't it? That would be the heating plant, which will come into the town here. We then need a woodcutter. The woodcutter, I think we will kind of take into that area. Actually, if we can get you off the top of there, like that. Like that. Yeah, if I take the woodcutter off the top like that, there should be more than enough trees in this area to deal with what we want. And then what we can do is don't need a big sawmill. What sawmill do I use over here? Carpenter. Okay, we're just going to put a carpenter in. So we got the heating plant there, we got sawmill, and we need a factory. Got a small little carpenter here, and we can just tuck you in this little corner here. Make sure, yeah, the road can come out there. So what we've got now is we've got the heating plant here, which means we're going to probably have to bring the town out from here. So, and we've got the linen factory there, and we're going to put a small warehouse in between here. Again, I don't want too much, so if we kind of put you there, and you can store the, actually we can put it there just to make it look a little bit tidy. And then here we'll put the Tudor clothes factory just here, because these don't produce pollution, we know that. And that can come there like that. So what we created here is a kind of road complex here, and what we will need is a couple of small cargo pickups. Just tuck you in there, one there, and well, no, I'd rather have you there to create the industrial complex here. So, get rid of you. So we've got a brewery, a bakery, a linen factory that's got wood. Is wood? Let me just check. Just check here. Yeah, you need wood grade fabric, which can be stored in there. We've got a pickup point there. We've got a heating plant there. We've got the wood cutting post out here, the carpenters, and then out the back here we've got a couple of sheep farms. Right. What we need now is I've got one more building put in over here. We got that there. I'd like a warehouse. Actually, if we put in, we'll put in a cargo station. So I put a cargo station up here. So we put you about there. Yeah. What we'll do is it's a bit too sharp. No, don't like that. We're gonna have to come off the, actually, it's that distance there. I think we can make all this all into one junction. I'm not a big fan of that, but I think we can make an exception here. We're gonna have to regulate the length of the trains, and we'll put a crossover there. What that will mean is that we can bring in the stuff, the goods into here. I'm going to put cold store Storage. I'm going to put a cold store here. That would give us supplementary. Is that actually? What's the storage here? 4 tons, 16 tons. Actually, I've just had a thought. I'm overthinking this. We got meat storage here. We got an old cold store here, which is 30 tons. Put you there, like that. Actually, no, that might be. Actually, this I prefer this one actually. One, it's a little bit more elegant. Two, it's got additional storage which we can use for components. And then on this side, what we'll do is I don't like the elongated ones. I'll put you just there. That. Actually, if I put you there, move that. Got the road coming down here. We can. Come on, you can do it, game. That gives the service entrance to the station there, which means we don't need to do that. Which means we can then put in. Get rid of you. Cargo. I can put in. Put you about there. That allows me to drop off and pick up from there. We got that section there. We got that there. We got the road comes through the center like that. And then we can connect up all this lot. So we got our slightly polluting areas here. Right, the next thing we need to do is work out where we're going to get, like, pick up a residential building. Yeah, so we can start getting, we can get direct heating into here. In fact, we can get direct heating almost completely across the plant here. Right, I'm just going to push out this road here. In fact, the road is kind of wandering a little bit too far inwards. We got our waste disposal there. We put the road there. I think if we this isn't polluting, so we can come into this area. I think we're going to make this the main road through. I think we put it through to about there. And so this is going to there. We can connect in from there and there. Now, the question is, are we going to have a traditional crossroads in the center? Actually, I don't like that. No. I think I'd rather this came slightly more like that. Because we're going to have to send workers to there. We're going to need workers there. Well, there's a possibility with some houses here we could send the workers by footpath. Because again, what I'm looking to do is have a kind of residential type area here. Let me just do a bit of measuring. As you might have guessed, what I'm trying to do here is, oh, we got plenty of, oh yeah, yeah, we can walk them around with a bit of creativity. I think we are going to go for the traditional crossroads. We're going to put you there, you there. What was the distance I had over here? I just want to, what was the distance we had from here to here, wasn't it? And the food factory was about here and the alcohol factory was about there, wasn't it? Well, what am I measuring it for? I've got my chart. If it's less than 3 tons, we can go 300 meters. Right, what we're looking for is 300 meters from here. So 300. I think what we are going to do, we're going to have a little bit of a rethink here. I'm going to take you away. 300 meters is about there. I think what we're going to do is we're going to kind of change things up a little bit. We're going to put a road there. We've got to bring a road in from there. Let me just bring... We've got a road coming down. Oh yeah, of course we've got a road coming down here. So we can bring a road through round here. It's going to have to kind of cut over the top of our... you can come down. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think this can define the outer boundary. You can kind of go a little bit like that. And then you can kind of come in like that. And this will kind of define our town area. Like that. And we've got our wood cutting post there. Yeah, I think if we slant the town over here a bit, so we can bring you in there. And we can, now we're going to bring the food down from here to our shopping center. Right. I suppose what I need to do now is think about how big I actually want this town to be. In fact, I think probably the best guide we've got is here. Where's City Hall? There it is. This has got a population of about 6,000. So we're probably looking at a population of about 5,000. So we got. So now the question is, do we go modern or do we go historical? Part of me would like to go historical, but at the same time, I think if we, yeah, we're going to put, actually, I'm going to do something a little bit wacky, actually. We're going to remove you. And in the center here, not quite there, not quite there. We are going to go asphalt. Want to see something like that. We're gonna go there. We're gonna put a circle in the center there, like that. I think we're create a road down there, and then we will take a road up. like that. Oops, no, a bit too far. Take this road. Oops, got a bit horrible kink in it. Take a road through like that. And then what we can do is build our key infrastructure around here. And then we can work our workforce out there. How big's the hospital? What is the standard hospital? This is 30-30. So we can put a historic hospital in because they're roughly the same anyway, aren't they? So all I want to do is create a little bit of a historic town centre here. Actually, we'll put the hospital on this side because they don't. The hospital doesn't need any what we call it. So we'll put. Actually, if we be nice if I could do that, but I think we're going to leave enough space to maybe put some footpaths around this. So I want this to look a little bit historic. Other historic buildings. Wouldn't mind a university here. We got the Lenin University. What else? We don't. Oh, we actually. I need to check my. I think I'd rather have because we got the food from that way. Let's put a shopping mall in. Where's the shopping malls? Oops. This one's a little bit over the top. Oh, wow. Oh, that will fit great. Completely over the top, but I really like that because the curve of the building faces into that there. So, oh yeah, I like that. And of course, what we can do, although this has got really big storage anyway. I mean, although that storage is split, but we could put a warehouse out here, which will then, yeah, we'll put a small warehouse on the back as well, because if I can, we only need a titchy one like that. Kind of stretch it a little bit. Actually, no, we can bring it in. Actually, if I put a cold store here, I know I'm getting a bit obsessed with these cold stores, but if I put a cold store in here, let me just see. Storage. Actually, we put a cold store in there. We can supply the meat and there, so we don't need to use trucks for the meat as well. So we're gonna like a little cold store behind that as well. So we've got the hospital there. I think I'd like sport and culture here. We don't want the oppressive regime in the center. This is an independent town. So we will put in a flip view that way. Actually, we can kind of put you actually. That would look pretty cool actually there as well, wouldn't it? Actually, if I push that up a little bit. Well, put the indoor pool. Actually, let's look at something else. This is the mod from, not DLC mod, from the Ukraine DLC. Actually, that's a sports hall. No, it's way too big. We're gonna have to fall back on the indoor pool, aren't we? I think I'd like the pool to kind of front like that, but I think if we put the indoor pool there, like that. And then we'll move the historic hospital so that we actually get a... Actually, we can put the historic hospital that side. No. No, 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 no. If we put the historical hospital there, that leaves a little bit of space here for something else that's just occurred to me. What we can do then is I can break with my normal rules and we can put a... We got here village kindergarten. Don't want a village kindergarten. What we can do is create a row of houses here backing on the hospital, so we can put the kindergarten there, the private school next to it, like that. Thank you, game. And then what we want is culture. I'm going to put an old cinema building next to it like that. So what we'll get is a kind of cultural run through here. So at the moment we've got indoor pool, historic hospital, education. That leaves just one more building on this side. Does that mean we have to put the state police in here? No, I think we can get a university. Let's just have a look at the universities. What I've got. I want something that looks a little bit historical in its own. This is historic communist headquarters. This is 2014. Let me just see. Because this would act as a university, wouldn't it? But we do need something that's reasonable, because I don't want to repeat the what I did in Clotherton. What is the standard university headquarters? That's 7070 420. That's the small one. That's 90. We can put a Tudor University in. Historic Communist HQ. Tudor Row House. I mean, what university type we put in is irrelevant. Oh, yeah. What is this one? High school. What's this one? This is 80. No, don't like it. Yeah, we got the House of the Soviets. Oh, wow, that's way too big. College 36. What was the... What we got here? This is the White House. That's 7070, which teaches 420. This is 7075. This is way too big. I think I'm getting a little bit too carried away here now. 80. Actually, that's not a bad university. As I say, we don't need to be too worried about what it actually what it teaches, because we got loads. We finished all the. I think what we're going to do is we're going to put you in here. Actually, if I put you round that way, you can actually go opposite the... Yeah, I think we're just going to go with this one. Like that. It's going to be a little bit tight there. It would be great if I could get a foot. I don't think maybe we won't need that. We can just come out here, come out that way. Actually, I think I know I'm getting a little bit silly now, but I think what we will do is, I mean, we are getting close to 1960, so we'll start with there, because the advantage with these is that these give enhanced walking pace, and you don't need to put footpaths here, because technically these are going to have footpaths on them. In fact, I think we're going to illuminate our city center like this. I mean, it may be a quasi-independent community, but it's going to be very important for the long term of our, maintaining these farms and providing the food. So there, maybe it's going to get a little bit more modern than I thought it would be, but I think that's going to be okay. I'm aware that I'm running out of time now, so what I'm going to do is, obviously I've got to put the residences in. We've got the sewage disposal, which we've got over here. Power. I was going to make it self-contained power-wise, but I've got an idea, because I want to try something. We got a power station here. We got a substation here, which is going to just check the. Yeah, we got some power takeoffs there. I think I would like to put another substation, because we may want to go out that way. The trouble is what we're using for power connectors here. These are, what have we got here? That's a high-low switch, isn't it? Let me just see. And this is drawing directly from. Okay. What I'm going to do is, we've got a high-low switch there. We've got that substation. I think I'm going to put another high-low switch. Or high switch, actually. What am I on about high-low? I'm going to put another high switch here. So I've just had a little bit of a crazy idea. I've got absolutely no idea whether this is actually going to work. But I want power. I'm going to put power to there. We've got a corner here, but my instinct is to put, because we're going to need to put power protection into here. I think we're going to put you there. We're going to run a 18 megawatt from there to there. Now comes the fun part. Now, I'll be completely upfront. I have never ever done it. I think we can run 12 megawatts here. And I've got absolutely no idea whether this will work. Where I've lost the. Wow, it has worked. I've never ever considered doing this before. But it gets us under this water. The fact that the water's wider. It's probably going to cost us a fortune. It's not bad actually. That's not bad. I've never realised that's 37 tons of gravel and 4.3 tons of electric components. Wow. Okay, I'll take it. As I say, I've never ever done that before, and I think it's hopefully, well, we're going to find out. But if we can run that, 12 megawatts should be more than enough to run what we need over here. We can run into this power substation here, because of course we've got to run power up to our area here. So what we can do here is create a put another substation Actually, no, I'm going to stop now because I need to think a bit more about what we're going to be building here. And I think just to finish off now, we're only on the 28th of March. What I'm going to do now is we're just going to do a little bit of a health check because, of course, Ollerton, have you been fixed or have you still got sanitation problems? Yeah, you still... Come on, game. Why is the demolition offices not out here? This is not good. I know it's only been a few days because I've had the game on pause a lot, but collision, trains cannot pass. Yeah, this is the problem. Okay. Nope, it's not you. They obviously ran into the back of each other here. But they went the same way. Oh well, that's a bit of a mystery. Yeah, come on, game. Last chance to buy. Where's my waste trucks? Probably both of them are full of water. Yeah. Okay, we got a new vehicle type. I'm very interested in it. Let me just have a look. Yeah. Okay. Harvester. You got 19 and 19. I got... Okay, so we're getting new vehicle types now coming in. What have we got here? You're 16 and 16. So I think what we're going to do is, I don't want to kind of do a wholesale replacement at the moment, but what we will do is, oh, these are, no. We got this one here. This is the People's. Oh, no, we got that. Oh, it's the Matador. No, we can't import that because that's a foreign one. That's a 30 though. I wonder how much it would cost me to steal the template. No resource missing. What's going on here? We've got problems with wood supplies. Anyway, we're just going to steal the template for the Matador. This is certainly going to be worth doing. It's 500,000, but we got 4 point there. We're going to do a bit of industrial espionage and we're going to steal those. And then we're... tell our secret factory to actually do something. Why is this not getting wood? Okay, we got a new vehicle type. Okay, let me just check our... really do need to do something about this steel. Honestly, I never thought I'd have a problem with steel, but I think what I am gonna do is, oh yeah, you're supplied. What I'm gonna do here is we're gonna buy an open hole. Don't want, wow, 63 tons, 40 tons, just a bit much. Just gonna let that flow. While that's going on, we'll just take a look at, okay, we've got, we're on our 4th page now of vehicle replacements. Right, let's just have a look at the wear and tear. Show wear and tear. building entire map. See if we got any problems. Got no problems with buildings. Let's see how many problems we've got. That's not bad actually. What's our oldest vehicle? We've got a Renault Type X covered hull. It's only got 70% wear and tear though. That's pretty good actually. I'm quite happy with that. In the sense that we are, we've got vehicles 29, 71%. Let me just look at this. 16 years, 69%. Vehicles over 16. I'm quite happy with that actually. Yeah, I think what we're going to do is I want you to come to here. You are going to load steel, anything over 50%, and you are going to export it for the moment. We can't afford to have this clogged up with steel, and we'll take it from there, because you can see here we've got a little bit of a collection of vehicles there which are done. Let's just check the, let me just check the happiness here. It's back to 51% to get there. Actually, the one thing I haven't checked is the meat supply here. Yeah, we got the meat supply re-established. We just need to deal with the health risk. I don't understand why these guys aren't. I think we're just going to need to be patient. What is going here? At the moment, these people are just, the problem they've got to have is life expectancy. Yeah, lifespan's down to 51%. Yeah, we got no there. So I think what we are going to do is come over to here, because we're going to have a falling population if we're not careful. We're going to increase the birth rate. Yeah, our loyalty is falling as well, which is not good. Probably because of the what's going on over there. What are we doing here? How are we doing over here? Okay. We're obviously getting a lot more hazardous waste coming in, and it's probably coming from up here, because of course, yeah, we've just, because of course the chemical of the oil refinery and chemical industry produce a lot more hazardous waste than that. Anyway, I think just to finish off, we're going to check our rail guys. Yeah, you're one short. Just make sure, because this is side is a little bit more of a priority at the moment. Whoops, no, I want to go to Clotherton down here. That's built. I need this built. Actually, well, we've got signals in here. Okay, we just got to build this through. We need to finish off that, and we need to finish off over there. Let me just pick up this guy. Okay, you're down to one job here. I think what we will do, I need to do is, no, I need to get, we need to push through here with, or do I need to push through here? Yeah, we need to keep pushing out this way, because I need this connected ASAP, but of course we also need all these roads built as well, and they're all asphalt roads, which is, I really need another road crew. Anyway, this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.